Welcome to your Social Chef show. I'm Khoder, and this is our first episode with Ash Dehartman. Ash is a hospitality veteran and breakthrough mastermind behind several cafes, Mama Bear in Flemington, Naughty Boy in Princess Hill, and now District North. Ash, how do you get to that breakthrough? How do you get to that 10x level in business? What's the secret ingredient? Is it chefs? Is it management? Is it the concept? Is it food? Is it marketing? What's the secret ingredient?
Well, thanks, Mark. Thanks for coming down. Appreciate it.
No worries.
Look, it's one of those things. It's hard to understand. Sometimes you just got to feel it a bit. It's not only location, chefs. You have to have a genuine interest in people. The food is important, but it's not everything. It's my belief.
Then tell us a little bit more about what goes behind the scenes. You open up the business, the concept is working, you're getting organic growth, but then how do you get to that breakthrough level? Yeah. How do you get to it? Yeah. That's what we want to.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I think it's important to keep on trying, adding certain aspects into the business that you really believe in. If you don't believe in it, it's not going to work. You have to take a little bit of risk. You have to educate all the staff exactly what you want to do, and you have to have a little bit of leadership. Now that might sound a little bit crazy, but I don't like to have a lot of leadership in my business. I like to give a little bit of leadership, have a bit of direction, and then it actually grows on each individual, how they take it, and then they help you with that process, I believe. Because I can't be everywhere. I can't do everything. That's what I'm learning. If I start to do everything, the business doesn't work. It just doesn't grow. It's like with the kitchen, for example. We might talk about a particular food item that we need to have that we think will be a breakthrough item, and we'll talk about an idea, and then my initial idea may just all of a sudden grow because I've got good people around me, good chefs, good waiters, good waitresses. They all want the business to be successful. That's what I've learned. So there's one of those things where each business that I've had, I've felt that it needed a breakthrough ingredient. But as such as having the full recipe, I don't think I've, to be honest, ever had the full recipe. I've always had the inkling, the idea,
and the right mindset.
And the right mindset. But then each individual person has helped me, has
contributed into that success. Yes,
and that's why it's important to have a really good culture, a really good understanding.
Okay. So my understanding, it's everything. It's never one thing. It's not just chefs. It's not just management. It's not just marketing. It's everything has to be on the same page, and everything has to be growing and having some part of leadership within the business.
Yeah. And you must have your key things in place.
Yeah.
Which you and that continually drives your mind on a daily basis.
Yes.
To making anybody that's got a small business or a big business, for it to be moving forward, you need to be able to have those cogs moving, continually moving. Surrounding yourself with good people, because you can have a great idea, but if you don't know how to execute it well, it's not going to be a great idea. You need support.
That's a very good point. So you put your hand on a good idea, and then you got to execute that idea, and then I guess the next step to this is getting exposure to this idea.
That's right.
If it's via marketing or in store or.
That's right. So we don't have any fancy test kitchens or anything like that. We probably come together and we're continually talking every day about new menu items, new trends, looking online, and tapping into some other markets as well, the way they do things.
Yes.
And then what we do is we will then experiment on a micro level. We will say, right, we like the way this is happening over here. Let's have a look how we can implement that in our business. and then we look at it and go, look, this looks like good, really well. How do we now get that in an exposure? Because if we don't have any exposure,
it doesn't really matter what you're doing.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. So we need to make sure that the public, not in our inner circle where our business is, we need people travelling to us, talking about us, wanting to be part of us. And that's when we give them something different. And each business has been different as well. You must be able to attract attracts like. People start talking, you start to get the buzz, your staff enjoy it, and then all of a sudden you get that rush of, I've created something which is special.
So what I understand is you guys brainstorm different ideas, you research either online or you eat out or you find some things and then you kind of tweak it to your own business. And then let's say you put your hands on something that works.
Yep.
Works on a micro level, but now it's time to go next level with it. And then you mentioned something about letting people know about it, and that's how you get to that. So tell me more about how do you get that exposure?
Yep. So basically, we look. It's a tough one. Social media.
Yep.
A lot of businesses. I wasn't very good at social media at all 3-4 years ago. I'll be honest. I was not interested in it because I was too busy working in the business, not on the business. And then we realised how important social media was. So to answer your question, we have to have consistent marketing, quality pictures, excellent video content, up-to-date content, extremely important. All those little things made us understand that, and actually reading our customers when they were in our shop, they basically were promoting our business without us even realising it, because they were taking photos, they're uploading stories, they're uploading content, and it was basically
on top of
free advertising.
Yes, on top of what you're already doing on those platforms.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, our little small idea created where we put some focus and some positive energy into creating a certain dish or a beverage. The customer's own interaction actually propelled us into.
And it's more meaningful. Yes.
It has to look good.
Yes.
It has to taste good.
Yeah.
We've got to be able to get the item out.
Yes. In a timely manner.
And then all of a sudden, we've got a business which is growing.
Yeah.
Faster, quicker than we ever thought.
Yes.
But then we have another issue where we've got to be able to keep it up. So the power of the social media can go both ways. It can be really too much for you sometimes. If it takes off, it's like we've got to be ready for this.
Yes.
We've got to understand this. But the consistency of posting and creativity of mixing it up and letting the customer, because they start following you.
Yes.
So the reason why they're following you is because they're interested in your product. They start to, you get that good vibes of the customer. They're enjoying your
and to clarify this point, I mean, to add to what you're already saying is even if you're creative with your social media content, even if your video quality is out of this world, if the concept that you're trying to market, or if it's the item that you're trying to market, it's not viable, it doesn't matter what you do or what kind of strategy that you use with your marketing, it's just not going to do anything. This is why you test on a micro level within your business, like what you said. And then when you get response and you get feedback, you know that, okay, this is the time where let's hook this up and get maximum exposure through all those channels. And this is when good photography, amazing videography, and all those strategies will deliver results. Now, the other thing that I wanted to talk about is, okay, so you reach that peak point, you got to that 10x level or that next level thing. How do you maintain that level?
Yeah, that's well, you're basically maintaining that level through a bit of adrenaline, a bit of you have to have that level of. It's quite challenging, that, to be honest, because the customers are starting to overwhelm you, the customers, but it does excite you. So there's a bit of a double-edged sword where your staff have to be re-educated in regards to then your vision of
Yep.
the original, like your plan from the start, and then you have to keep them in tune of what you want and how you're doing it and what you think is working. Because a lot of it is like it is organic. It is trial and error. It is you're getting busier. The place is working at 100% level almost daily, where it's not used to doing that. So your staff are feeling stresses, strains, but you need to be able to be still the level-headed individual in the business to keep it neutral all the way through, so that the little things aren't upsetting you, and that way the staff feel like as though you're addressing things, but you're only addressing the things that are important.
Yep.
And that way I feel that you're still growing, and the customers still keep on coming, so then you need to have more understanding of the next level of what they want. But that wave does last for a while as well. If you have to please 50,000 customers and you only have a certain amount of seats, you then are booked out in advance.
Yeah.
You are then the flavour of the month. So
Yeah.
to speak. So
Yeah.
months. So it's important to realise when you're at that level how to maintain it, but it's not guaranteed. So it's not like as though that the next 6 months are going to be like that, but at least you're in that customer's mindset that you do provide a certain level of hospitality, quality, and that's great.
And in innovation.
Yeah.
I mean, with when you're playing the game on this level, I don't believe that innovation ever stops. Even though you get to your next level thing, and you know that, oh man, this is sweet, but deep within you, you're still working on, B plan, C plan, D plan, because this, like what you said, it's never a guarantee that this is gonna be here tomorrow.
No.
So that was a very good point, because a lot of operators, they think, they get to a certain point in their business and they might achieve a breakthrough, and I think that this is it. And then before they know it, they lost everything and they have nothing prepared to fight back.
Yeah. Layers. We need to have different layers.
Yes.
We need to be consistently talking about if one thing, even if we do have a breakthrough with one particular dish, bad item, we need to still be working on paying attention to detail.
Yep.
Our other layers, our functions, our catering, our seasonal menus, and that's why it's important to have that constant social media content adding to the customer's feed, so to speak, reminding them we not only do one item, but we also do this very well as well.
Yes.
And then having those systems in place where we can get back to the customer.
Yes.
With the right information, making it more simple. All the information is on our website. Or via social media channels that helps the customer answer their own questions.
So we spoke about a lot of things today. Is which is the main topic, is how to achieve breakthrough in your business. And then we spoke about having a layer of things going on at the same time to push the business. So let's talk a little bit more about that.
Well, I can remember that. I remember when I said, I think I mentioned to you one day, I said, let's target people on Friday night about their plans for breakfast. Remember?
Yes.
And I said, let's post on Friday night about how they're going to come to my venue for the weekend. And that was one of those things where I used to always not understand when was the right time to post. I've got a breakfast, lunch and function venue, and it's actually more important, I found, to actually post of an evening after 7:30, in between say 7:30 and 10 o'clock at night, to talk about my breakfast and lunch menu to my audience.
Yeah.
They're not working. They've got the time. They're on the couch, probably at home. They've had dinner, and then they're planning their weekend. So I think you were the one that mentioned to me that we can actually start to target certain audiences, demographics, and I was blown away how that I could even do that on Facebook and Instagram, because I was not aware that I could actually do that. I just wanted to post of an evening because I thought that was a good idea. People had the time. So, how does that work?
Very good question. We work on so many different campaigns, and maybe let's talk about one of them, the birthday promotion.
Yep.
You guys running you get a free meal on your birthday week, and that was the best way to target these people to come in and claim this promotion was to put this advertisement on Facebook or Instagram in front of those whose their birthday coming up in the next 7 days.
Yep.
You can do this on within obviously the back end advertising management on Facebook, and then you can push it to Instagram and Facebook. So when somebody's birthday coming up in the next 7 days, they'll see it, and then they'll start tagging their friends. Say, hey, why don't we come here? We can even target people. Their friend's birthday coming up in the 7 days, and then they can tag their friends and say, hey, why don't we come here?
So tagging is very important. I found that
targeting the right people,
yeah.
and then tagging. Yes.
So we have to make sure that the customer has something that they genuinely feel excited they want to be part of.
Yep.
So they're already emotionally happy that their birthday is coming up. They want to celebrate. We decided at District North to basically offer a special where, you know what, it's your birthday, and we'll shout you a free meal.
Yeah.
You deserve it. It's your birthday. Giving back, free meal. As long as you bring one person extra, it falls in the gap in that gap of your birthday from week to week. Happy to support that.
Yeah.
With that momentum and that in place, people were not only tagging their friends, they were tagging their family members. So all of a sudden, our business was growing through that layer of
and this
marketing.
is only one thing out of many.
That's one thing.
Yes.
So basically, people come in and we start getting bookings, online bookings, people ringing and basically saying, listen, I'm bringing 10 people because I have 10 family guests, but do I get my meal for free? Of course you do, but you've just also brought me 9 people and through this layer of marketing, and it makes me feel good that I'm giving
and
back
it's a win-win for everybody.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win for everybody. Now, yes, we spoke about how you can target people on their birthdays. You can target different demographics and stuff like that, and then what's the value that you can get out of it as an operator and the customers. But how does it look like? Like what do you do? Is it an image? Is it a video? Is it a poster? What's the actual content for that advertisement, for that campaign?
With this particular marketing of this particular item, we needed good video content. We needed to,
what's inside the video?
Yeah, well, we've got groups of people enjoying themselves. When it's your birthday, all you want to do is you want to spoil yourself, I'd say. And what we found is that if people had that feeling where they could come here and enjoy themselves in a group, it was just a good.
So we had
good tool.
Good
tool. It wasn't, it's not too much to it. No. They enjoy themselves. We see them enjoying themselves in a good setting, in a good environment, getting good food, and they're getting it for free.
Yes.
And that's probably the biggest thing. They like free. They like something for free. And
so the psychology behind it is, yes, we have the offer right. We have the audience right with the back end targeting, and we also have the actual advertisement right. What we have, I mean, just to recap, is inside the video, that was being advertised on Facebook with that promotion. We had a group of people, girls, sitting there and enjoying their brunch, and we threw a kind of like a birthday scene. We put that on video, and then we pushed it with the offer. Now anybody's watching this and their birthday coming up, they imagine themselves in that video with their friends and enjoying that moment. So this is how this campaign was effective. Yes, yes. Now the other thing we mentioned, that was one campaign out of many. So I know that we also have a functions campaign that going and being advertised and budgeted at the same time. We have specials like unique dishes and all of that. This is going at the same time, and it doesn't only stop here. We have the brunch from the bottomless brunch. Yep. And this is that went off the roof. Yep. And this is all of this shakes promotion. It was all of those things being advertised on those platforms, not just posted. There's a difference between posting and being advertised, which you're putting hard money into it to push it out to those people. That's what a lot of people, they don't, business operators, they don't get. Should we sponsor? And sometimes when they sponsor, they don't have the right targeting, or they don't have the right advertisement, they don't have the right offer. And if they do something, they do one thing.
But I remember before I met you, I was always taking the photos on my own phone.
Yep.
And trying to upload them and trying to post and using my certain hashtags and stuff like that, where I thought I'm growing my business, but I really was not growing my business at all. I felt like, but once I engaged in an expert, so to speak, in not only marketing but understanding small business, how it needs to have so much more going for it. It was important. It was very important, I felt. I'm not quite sure what you thought. You must have thought when you first met us that this is a great product. Like you said, I've got to believe in that product.
Yes.
I've got to feel that the audience is going to enjoy this product, and then it can have so many possibilities. It's up to us to keep on going,
producing and being productive.
Keep on going.
Yes, yes.
However you feel on the day.
Yes.
Sometimes you're like, it's a bit hard today, but it's important to have someone coaching you to a degree, understanding you, guiding you as well in the right way to sort of market your items, so to speak. You would probably be better understand that better.
Yes, yes.
With your experience. It's hard to, when you're involved in the business and you're here 24/7, you almost need to be able to take yourself out sometimes.
And just observe.
Yep.
It's been great. Thank you very much for your time today. Let's wrap it up.
Yep. I can see
it's getting busy. Yeah.